Hey YouTube, we're coming with you with the Odd Eyes Pendulum deck profile. Played this deck a couple times myself, like it. Did a lot of tweaking and peeking. So yeah, we're gonna run through this deck profile. Shout out to Marie for supporting me on this deck. Thank you. Alright, starting off we have the 3 Dragon Pit Magician. Your Skelate of the deck. It's level 7. Go for those rank 7 plays. Also your MST of the deck, so you can send a pendulum card from the hand and to the graveyard and pop one, set speller trap or target a speller trap on the field and destroy it. Next we run the 1 Dragon Pulse Magician, your Scale 1. Similar effect to Dragon Pit, except it targets face-up monsters on the field. So if you don't like something, send a pendulum card from your hand to the graveyard and you can destroy it. Next we run the 3 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons, mainly because it's the Odd Eyes deck, so why not? Also, this card, it allows you to search out your Pendulum monsters with 1500 or less, and it's level 7, so you're going for your rank 7 plays a lot with this card, so yeah. Next we run the 1 Zenki Magician. Mainly this card is used for your Odd Eyes Rebellion. Also, using this card, because it is a level 7 monster, you can use it for your rank 7 plays. Its normal effect is actually pretty good. You can target face-up light type monsters on the field, negate their effects, so mainly use this for the Cosmo players. Next we run the 2 Oath Dragon Magician. This card mainly always going to be in your Pendulum Scale. You can also special summon it. With this card, if it gets special summoned, you can target a Magician or Odd Eyes monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Similar effect in its scale, except it goes for the extra deck and adds them to the hand. So yeah. Next we run 2 Magispector Unicorn Karen. Love this card. It's your compulsory for the deck. Nice level 6 monster, 2000. Yeah, so target a pendulum monster on the field, send it back to your hand, and target one monster your opponent controls, send it back to their hand. So it's a nice little compulsory, reusable, so yeah. Next we run the 1 Performapal Monkey Board, mainly because it's limited, but honestly I don't think you need to run more than one. So your great 1 skill lets you search out a level 4 or lower Performapal monster. So go for your Skorkabat, go for your Performapal Unicorn. Yeah. Next we run the 1 Performapal Odd Eyes Light Phoenix. With this card, it's pretty nifty. Scale 3, 2000 attack. You can use it for your fusion. Yeah, and it helps you with the direct attacks too. So yeah. Next we run our 1 Performapal Skorkabat Joker. Love this card, broken. It's your Scale 8. You're never really going to use this in your scale, but you're mostly going to use this to search out your Magicians, your Performapals, or your Odd Eyes, depending on what you want to use at the time. Next we're on the 1 Wisdom Eye Magician, broken card again. You set this card in your pendulum skill, target itself, destroy it, and you can set another Magician in its place. Next we run the 1 Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer. Don't really need more than one. This card, when it's special summoned, you can target up to 2 cards on the field, destroy them, and you can add 2 Performapal cards from your deck to your hand. So yeah. Next we run the 1 Timebreaker Magician. Timebreaker is really good with the Monarch plays. Pretty much anything you don't like on the field, summon this card, banish anything, and banish itself until your next standby phase. So yeah. Next the 1 Noble Dragon Magician. Noble Dragon is going to be used for your synchro plays, so yeah. Next we run the 2 Performapal Odd Eyes Unicorn. Love this card, pretty good. It's scale 8. Also has that nice pendulum effect where it targets a Odd Eyes monster and targets another Performapal monster, gives your Odd Eyes that attack. So usually what I'll do, go for the OTK, target my Odd Eyes with the Scroll Combat, go for the 4300 and go for the OTK. Next, we run the 1 Tuning Magician with your Tuning Magician. Again, one of your tuners of the deck, so you're going to go for your either Clearwing Synchro, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, or your Ignister. So yeah, and it has a nice little special summon effect. Next, we run the 1 Raigeki. Everyone loves Raigeki, so yeah. Next, your 1 Odd Eyes Fusion. Don't really need more than one. This card is searchable with Sky Iris, and yeah, so decent card too. Next, we run the 1 Dark Hole. Because this is a Pendulum deck, you can destroy your own monsters and resummon them again. So Dark Hole, why not? Next, we run the 2 Pendulum Call. Pendulum Call lets you search out your magicians, and it also protects your skill for 1 turn, so why not? 1 turn reforming for the search out of the Sky Iris. Next, we run the 3 MSTs, mainly because we don't have a second Twin Twister in this deck, and no one likes back rows. So target your opponent's back rows, destroy them, get rid of them. Next, we run the 1 Twin Twister, again only because we have the 1. That's why we're running the other MSTs, and everyone loves Twin Twister. Discard 1 card, target up to 2 spell the traps, destroy them. Next, we run the 2 Sky Iris. This card here protects your skill, lets you search out Odd Eyes cards from your deck, add them to your hand. So yeah, love Sky Iris. Next, we run the 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. Lets you destroy monsters of 1500 or more and banish them. Next, we run the 2 Pendulum Reborn. Lets you special summon your Pendulum monsters either from the graveyard or your extra deck. So yeah. The 1 Ring of Destruction, mainly because we don't have the Solemn Strikes in this deck. Ring of Destruction lets you destroy one of your opponent's monsters and deals them damage, also does you damage, so be careful of this. 1 Solemn Warning. Everyone loves Solemn Warning, and it's usually a must in almost every deck. Next, we're on the 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Sends things back to the hands, so why not? Next, we're going to go through the extra deck and run through that. So, next, we have the 1 Runized Pendulum Dragon. This card cannot be targeted whenever it's fusion summoned, and also it lets you attack up to either 3 or 2 times depending on what you use to special summon it. Next, we have the 1 Beast-Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Don't really use this too much unless you really want to. Unless your Odd Eyes is chained down by Fingerless Chain or something like that. Yeah, so that. Next, we run the 1 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Love this card. It pretty much bounces anything back and also negates things that you don't like. As long as you have cards in your, or Pendulum monsters in your extra deck. And lets you reshuffle them, so yeah. Next, we run the 1 Ignister. Ignister is pretty much another compulsory, and it's a 2850 beater. Really won't summon this too often, so yeah. Next, the 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, mainly for the Cosmo plays. Don't really like Cosmo, so with the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, it stops them from using the effect during the battle phase. Next, the 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon, mainly because we don't like Monarchs either. So with this, it targets the level 5 or higher monsters, negates and destroys, and gains their attack. Next, the 1 Odd Eyes Rebellion. Whenever we do use this card, it does what it needs to do. Burns them for damage. Also, we can attack up to 3 times whenever summoned right. So yeah. Next, we run the 1 Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. This card here negates attacks. Also, you can special summon any Odd Eyes card from your graveyard, and whenever this card gets sent to the graveyard, it lets you special summon any Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck. So you can go for your Vortex Dragon, Rebellion, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, or your Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, depending on what you want. Next, we got the 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Flare Metal, pretty much going for that burn damage late game. Also can't be destroyed by card effects as long as it has overlay units. Yeah, 2800, so why not? The one, number 11, Big Eye. Pretty much a snatch of steel. Take what you want and use it against your opponent. Next, the one, Naruto, the Moral Leader. Mainly for the Monarchs again. Monarchs use a lot of spells and traps, so yeah, Naruto negates. Next, we go for the Castellar M7. You're compulsory, and you can shuffle things from the graveyard back into the deck if you need to. Next, we run the Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Don't really play this too often, but when we do, it's mainly to get over your opponent's big monsters. Next, my all-time favorite, number 101, Silent on Arc. Target special summon monsters that are in face-up attack position. Take them, use them as overlay units, and if it would be destroyed, just detach. And last but not least, the Castel, the Sky Blaster. Pretty much if you don't like a card, you just end up sending it back to the deck. Yeah, and that's it. So that's all for the Odd Eyes deck profile. If you guys like, subscribe, and if you guys want to see any more deck profiles, just let us know.